The title of this video holds true to many of you. A lot of you guys are going to come to judgments, and you're going to ask, why am I not allowed into the gates of eternal life? I did good things during my time on earth. And you're going to be told, by I don't know who, but someone will tell you, you had the chance to learn, you had the chance to come to Christ, but you didn't. This video could be that chance for many of you, so listen up. The first thing I'm going to do is raise to you Pascal's wager. So Pascal's wager simply posits that the atheist is taking a much more risk by rejecting Christianity rather than the Christian rejecting atheism. For example, if the atheist is wrong, he goes to hell. If the Christian is wrong, then, well, I mean, what did the Christian really miss out on that's that consequential, right? And this is not an argument to believe in God. You shouldn't believe in God because of ad balcum. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, this is a call to learn. Because imagine this. Imagine, what I'm going to ask you is, think about something you're really knowledgeable about, or something you're really good at. Think about that. Whatever comes into your head. Now, imagine me as some, little kid. Well, you're doing that wrong. You need to do it my way. You need to do it like this. And he asks this little kid, well, the hell do you know, little squirt? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm good at this. What's your credentials? Well, I thought about it for a few minutes, and I thought, well, that's kind of dumb. I think I'm going to do it like this. You're going to look at this kid, and you're going to want to punt him into another universe, won't you? I mean, I would want to. Little bastard, little pipsqueak. Don't talk to me like that. But realize, this is how most people think about religion. Most people think about religion. You ask them, well, do you believe God exists? No. Why? Well, I kind of thought about it. I was like, it's kind of dumb. Oh, did you learn? Did you do any research? Do you have any real arguments? Well, no. That's exactly how it is. It's the same thing. So same feeling of disgust you had towards this little squirt, this little kid. It's the same feeling of disgust I feel when I hear people just gallivant about religion when they know nothing. All right, it's the same exact thing. It's just people seemingly have this connotation towards religion where it's like, well, it's taboo to learn about, or there's no point in learning, all this other crap, and it's really dumb, okay? And you need to figure out your position, okay? And you need to do it now. Figure out your position with actual logic, actual reasoning. And truthfully, a lot of Christians do themselves a disservice in this regard, because they don't posit any logical reasons for belief in God, because a lot of them truthfully don't. So this really goes both ways, this call to learn. There's a lot of Christians out there that just say, well, I believe in God because, well, my mom told me, or my dad told me, and all this other stuff. These aren't really good reasons to believe. You should have your own reasons to believe, okay? And for me personally, there's two things I believe. These are two core beliefs I had that lead me to Christianity. I believe God exists, and I believe Jesus Christ rose from the dead. And I believe both of these on a logical basis. So, I believe God exists, and obviously there's a witness of the Holy Spirit. But as far as the base core belief, I believe both of them are logical beliefs. So, I believe God exists because this is the best explanation for why there's something rather than nothing. It's the best explanation for the fine-tuning of the universe. It's the best explanation for sentience. It's the best explanation for many different things. And, you hear these atheists say, well, we're the smart ones. We're smart. We don't need any Sky Daddy and all this other stuff, right? But in reality, they can't answer these questions. Why are humans sentient? Evolution can't. Even if you believe in evolution, that doesn't explain sentience. It explains why there's life, why life has evolved, but it doesn't explain how sentience arose. There's something more than just the physical body, isn't there? If it's just the physical body, then all of your decisions, and there's a lot of people who don't think about this. If it's only evolution and there's no outside thing, then we really don't have any choice to do. We don't have free will, because our bodies are just physical balls of meat. Me recording this video, I didn't choose to do that. My physical brain chemistry decided to do it. You don't have any choice to do things. Then it becomes questionable to why things are wrong or things are good. Why should you go to jail if you hurt somebody? Your physical brain process, you didn't choose to do it. Your physical brain chemistry made you do it. Most people believe in sentience. If you actually ask them, you make them think about it, they believe in sentience. But that leads to some belief in the supernatural being, like God. wouldn't it? Evolution doesn't explain it. Or the fine-tuning of the universe, the constants, and all this other stuff. It just happened by chance. And it's really all the atheists could say, unless they posit a multiverse, but that violates Occam's razor. Why is there something rather than nothing? I mean, atheists believe the universe literally, poof. And I understand I probably use some words that some of you may have not understood, but this is a very large subject, right? I'm trying to condense it into this video. I'm going to make videos. It's on my old channel, if you're willing to dig it up. I have some videos about this, but this new channel, I'm going to make new videos about why specifically I believe in God, but those are just some layman, basic bullet points. And then I believe Jesus rose. There's a set of historical facts that I believe are more likely true than not. For example, the burial by Joseph of Arimathea, the crucifixion of Jesus, women finding the empty tomb, the disciples experiencing appearances of Jesus, come to sincerely believe their martyrdom, all this other stuff, right? And I believe these facts beg an explanation, much like any other historical event. You have a set of facts, you need to find an explanation. And because I believe God exists, I believe the explanation God rose Jesus from the dead is more probable than not, considering all of the other information, other explanations. Given that, considering Jesus Christ claimed to be God and made all these radical sayings, and ended up being crucified for it by the Romans, as told by the other people that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. I'm not allowed to talk about those people, but it was really those people, okay? The Romans were just doing it because they told them to, okay? Because some people say, like, well, the Romans crucified Jesus. Like, not really. I mean, he was really crucified. The reason why he was crucified was because of these people over here, all right? You probably know who I'm referring to, but anyways, I believe Jesus Christ rose, verifying his claims. He's a suffering servant as prophesied in the Old Testament, so Jesus is God. Therefore, I'm a Christian. And again, very layman explanation. In fact, I think on this channel I have a video about the evidence for the resurrection. So with that being said, you need to figure out your position, and you need to do it now. You need to learn now. Now, why do I emphasize now? Because you don't know when you're going to die. You don't know when your life is going to end. Truthfully, a lot of people are going to be, there could be someone who, watches the video and is like, oh, wow, that guy's amazing. That guy's very handsome, very well articulated. But I'm going to do it later. They go outside to, take out the garbage or whatever, and a drone strike kills them. What are the odds of that happening? I don't know. Probably like 0.1%, something, probably way, way, way lower than that. But the point is, if you could bring everybody up from the dead, and you just ask everyone who died at like 20, 25, 30, 35, 15, 16, ask them, when you died, did you expect it to happen? They're going to tell you no. 99% of them are going to say no. Unless some of them were bald and were terminal cancer patients. Michael Jordan. Oh, man. Oh, that's awful. But anyways. Michael Jordan. But seriously, I mean, so some of them expected, like the terminal cancer patients, they knew we were going to die soon. Oh, well, boo-hoo. But, a lot of them are going to say, most of them, 99% of them, a wide majority are going to say, hey, I didn't expect it. And they're going to tell you that you should do everything you can while you're alive now. Don't procrastinate. That's what they're going to tell you. Because if they had a do-over in life, that's exactly what they would do. They would do everything they wanted to do. They wouldn't be scared and like, oh, well, I'm not going to do it because, those makes me nervous. They would have talked to that girl. And you know what? If some of them, and a lot of them are going to be in hell. And a lot of them are going to tell you, or would have been in hell but then you raise them to the earth and they talk to you. They're going to tell you, hey, you should come to Christ because I went to hell. Now, of course, there's, purgatory, well, does hell and heaven exist, whatever, all these other questions, but I feel like everyone who dies understands the truth. So even if they aren't, in hell, or they're just bound to hell after purgatory, whatever your interpretation of it is, in any case, they're going to tell you about the truth, and they're going to tell you to learn about it. So, no excuses. You can literally first finish the video and then go find some resources, watch my resources, find someone else's resources. William Lane Craig is a very good resource for this. And watch some debates, figure out the arguments, learn a bit about philosophy, and actually understand what you believe and why you believe it. So with all that being said, if you want to join the movement of building back Christian men, because this is a very small aspect of it, this is like a little smidgen, it's a little smidgen here. This is really a big movement. I think the world needs change. And I think it starts with men. Every uprising starts with men, and I believe this uprising should be with Christian men. We need to start winning. We keep losing. So if you want to join the movement, check the links in the description, check out my website, give me your email, so I can sell stuff in the future, good stuff. Check out the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, like my photos. Why? I might make stories in the future, but also I want to get more followers on Instagram. So subscribe to the channel for more content. There's all my call to actions. I'll see you in the next video.